What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Crossover Athlete Insights. I'm your co host, Joey Murray, along with my fellow co host, Joshua Shapiro.
Surprised you called me a co-host there, Joey.
Yeah, he keeps deleting every episode that I don't. So let's get right into it. We have a new breaking news segment.
Yes.
We have a new Defensive Rookie of the Year candidate coming up here.
Joey, my defensive rookie of the year candidate has to be Devon Weatherspoon from Seattle. Based off of one thing and one thing only, Joey, will you read the quote that we got from Devon?
Yeah, I sure can. I guess the doctors over there in Cleveland told him he can't play in reference to Deshaun Watson. He went on to say, and he's finally taking no for an answer.
I mean, honestly, it's about time he learned no means no. But if that doesn't take you into the lead for the D-Roy, I don't know what else is going to do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know their schedule, but I sure hope that they're playing Cleveland here soon.
They just played.
Well, I'm clearly locked into Cleveland sports at this point.
Yeah, honestly, the dog pound, your team sucks already. No means no, Deshaun, and Devon is finally here to let you know.
I will say in my defense, though, that the only time I ever get to see the Browns play on red zone is when their defense is on the field.
That's true. They have one player.
PJ Walker.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Maybe even Donovan Peoples Jones might be on that squad. I don't know. I don't tune into the Browns. They're not entertaining. Deshaun sucks, and you gave him fully guaranteed money. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's crazy how you give a sexual assaultist or alleged
Yeah, right.
can't be making accusations and getting
Better watch out there,
yeah, I
Joey.
can't be getting any lawsuits as I'm unemployed currently.
Yeah. In episode 2, we don't need any
Yeah,
lawsuits.
it's a quick way to get shut down
I
again.
mean,
We've
all
already
right.
gotten shut down one time from Riverside. Shout
So
out Riverside and Google
yeah,
Google Mail.
so we make Gmails, right? And because we think we're going to be professional. And Google said, not today. They banned our Gmails. So the whole first podcast is lost. This is record number 2 on the podcast, but it will be the first published. So appreciate you tuning in to whoever gets on board here.
Yeah, we still put in the time though, so I'm still counting this as the second one.
Yeah, it's the second one. But anyways, so let's just jump on into it. I want to talk about a few key things that happened here yesterday that are going to have some pretty crucial effects in the fantasy football world. Kirk Cousins tearing his Achilles. Has to downgrade that entire offense. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I mean at this point they're going for Nick Mullins, their 6th round pick from BYU,
Another, do we really want to go with another BYU quarterback though?
I mean, it can't be worse than the other one.
You're not wrong. But I don't see it doing any different.
No, I mean I think at
I
this
don't even know his name.
I don't either. They just referred to him as the BYU quarterback.
The BYU quarterback. That is not a good sign. I don't think for anybody in Minnesota or you Minnesota fans. Here we go. I
The
got it.
dude
Uh, I don't think he's going to be a household name. Maybe we're being too harsh on the kid.
Yeah, I mean I've never seen him play, but I bet he sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you're behind Nick Mullins.
No, Nick Mullins, IR. So I guess he's backup now. Yeah,
I,
yeah. The BYU kid played a couple snaps the other day.
I mean, he didn't have a choice. Um,
So what do you think we should be trying to do with Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, Madison if you
well,
unfortunately have him?
yeah, let me go with Madison here to start. Akers taking goal line carries yesterday. Um, Bad offense to begin with, or a pass heavy offense to begin with. Uh, Madison super downgrade. Sell to whatever you can get. Maybe you can sell him for at an RB2 value, low end
Probably get Zeke
RB2.
for him. Hopefully.
I think he's been fed enough. Speaking of being fed enough, really quick. Yesterday, actually, Joey was at my house and we had some food over, and so we had paper plates, pretty flimsy. We didn't go with the Dixie Ultra. Both of us are unemployed, so we can't afford that. Uh, and he had so much food on his plate, it started leaking over. Like the plate was bending at will. It was saving on for dear life. And my fiance looks at him and she goes,
Got fat shamed.
she got fat shaming, and she looks at him and goes, "My God, that's a big plate or a full plate." Um, Real quick, if you guys don't know Joey, you're gonna know him now. Take a look at this picture that we're gonna put on. Um, this is old Joey. I just want you guys to know. But he looks better now. Make sure you guys let him know in the comments that he's been working out and doing well.
Yeah, I was that was junior year of college. I gained 40 pounds and because I was just control alt deleting beers at
Yeah,
that point
I mean that's college.
and just not working out
Yeah,
and attempting to be a good baseball player.
I say it worked out.
Well, draft stock plummeted a little bit. Didn't make nearly as much money, but here we are, unemployed
You made it though.
to minor league baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Triple A. Yeah. Sorry for the little tangent there. We're gonna get back to Madison
So
here.
far,
Yeah. Um, yeah, Madison. Get them right.
yeah. I mean, like at this point, like there's really nothing you can get for him. I mean, Jordan Addison, you're not gonna be able to trade him. Unless you got some idiots in your league that are willing to take a chance on a rookie quarterback, throw into a rookie wide receiver. I get Jordan Addison's talents there, but I just can't see them doing too much.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Um,
I honestly I feel the
Let me
worst
just.
for Justin Jefferson managers at this point.
Yeah, I mean he's got to be done for the year.
Yeah, you had hope that he was going to come back. Everything was trending in the right direction, but I
Yeah,
mean,
that.
there's just no point in him coming back at this point.
Speaking of that, yeah, there's no point. I mean, I guess to sell for anything now.
Yeah,
In redraft leagues. Dynasty, obviously, or keepers, different story. Probably still worth the keep. He is just way too talented. Um, Speaking of that, of Madison, still really quick, he did dominate the snaps, so that is a good thing to see. 44-17 over Akers. 22 routes run to Akers four. But Akers did get the touchdown in that. If he gets the goal line thing, that definitely hurts Madison's value. But the offense going down in general from Kirk is going to hurt.
yeah, and I mean, maybe there's still some value in Hawkinson if it's
Yeah,
just a stereotypical rookie quarterback just looking for checkdowns and
yeah,
dump offs. Like I guess they'll get him the ball, but
yeah,
like
for sure.
he's not going to be putting up those 25-point games anytime soon.
I just wonder if they change the offense to not as pass heavy. I mean that's their thing in Minnesota. 72 snaps, 39 pass plays, with a lead the whole game, and still at that mark. So, um, but Addison's numbers are very promising. So are Osborne, 10 targets. Addison 8 targets. Addison ran more routes, had more snaps, even got a carry. Um, just a downgrade in general. I don't think you have to go
I think
dumpster fire.
you can still play him. You
Yeah.
can still try to play him, but like he's
Yeah.
no more than a wide receiver 3 at this point for me.
You think so? I think maybe. I mean, he's so talented. Maybe low end two at the best. We'll have to see how how Jaron Hall plays. I'd rather have Nick Mullins for sure. But they both suck.
Yeah, to be fair, we know Nick Mullins sucks. We don't know about the rookie quarterback. We don't know if he sucks yet. To be fair, Brock Purdy, last pick in the draft,
Yeah, I mean
could
he's
be a
great.
similar situation. Could this be the next Brock Purdy?
Well,
I'm willing to bet.
that he's not. Um, Brock Purdy. Um, Interesting. When he's in the lead, he's dominant. That defense is great. You can feed McCaffrey, and you can just do anything at will when you have the lead. Uh, Coming from behind, not so great. Hurts the Niners offense. All of his interceptions in his professional career have come trailing. Um, do you think that they got rid of Trey Lance too early in San Fran, or Trey Lance, not the best
He's the next
quarterback?
Mariota.
Why
It's
would
as
they?
simple as that. It's the next Mariota. He's going to be the backup quarterback for whatever team. Might get a couple
Yeah,
snaps
he's a
if the
freak
dude's injured.
athlete. I
Yeah.
just don't get what are you doing taking that guy over the more established quarterbacks in that
What was it,
draft?
North Dakota State or something like
Yeah,
that?
I mean, you saw it. Wentz had one good year.
I mean, to be fair, Josh Allen, Wyoming, kind of
Yeah,
similar situation. I get it, but like at the end of the day, you need to be a good quarterback.
I mean, Josh Allen wasn't a good quarterback when he got in. He was the odd guy that took 3 years to finally get good. But we're getting really far off of where we want to
Yeah,
go
where are
on
we going?
fantasy here. Oh, the Vikings' terrible offense without Kirk Cousins. But we're gonna move on from that. And that was just a quick little one I want to hit on. That's obviously the major injury of the week. And I think that we should move on to some waiver targets here really quick. Um, Anybody notable for you?
Yeah, I mean, hey, I said it on the first podcast. Obviously, you won't be able to hear it, but I'll say it once. I'll say it again. Trey McBride, he is the guy.
Oh, that's what you
Go
said.
get him. Zach Ertz on the IR. You heard it here, probably second, as I said it earlier. But I mean,
I
25 points, touchdown,
Tell me.
11 catches. I think
You're gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong
you are
here.
wrong.
Um, did I ask you if Trey McBride was going to be a top 10 tight end the rest of the way with Zach Ertz on the IR?
Did say no, and I did say start Cole Komet instead.
He had a great week.
Yeah, I know.
Um, Trey McBride. Let me pull that up actually. Uh, I mean, absolute unbelievable game. Uh, Finally get Zach Ertz out of the way. first rounder from last year for Arizona.
Yeah, what are they doing taking a first round tight end at this point?
I think he's
Is that
from
the
the
best? Is that the biggest need that they have at this point? They have a
yeah,
solid defense, and
and you had Zach Ertz already.
yeah,
Okay, it's working out right now. Well, just for this week at least. 76 plays for the Cardinals, 62 snaps out of Trey McBride, almost 50 more than the next tight end, and 36 routes run out of 41 pass plays, tied for second most routes run on the team, leading the team in targets at 14. Um, my God, does it stay with Kyler Murray though? I don't think so. He loves his boy Marquise.
you know who that sounded like though? That
What?
sounded like a Travis Kelsey routes run line right there.
Yeah, I mean, especially the targets around like 14 targets on 36 routes runs.
It's insane.
Um, that's awesome. That is top five tight end numbers, maybe top three.
Yeah,
What does he keep it?
I mean probably not, but
Yeah,
like even if he doesn't, even if it's a downgrade,
even if it's half of
he's
that.
still a top 10 tight end.
Yeah, that's a top 10 tight end.
Yeah,
Yeah. Trey McBride, if he's available, scoop him up. I played him in DFS this weekend, and actually, that took me the dub. He scored a touchdown late in the game. Maybe they could have blew the whistle a little early before he got shoved in by about 38 offensive linemen. But it got me the dub. I'm not going to complain. Tommy Parsons and Joey over there appreciate the money as free as
I came in second
always.
place, so I still won money.
Oh yeah, that's
So suck my dick.
he won it back at least. Um, okay, I want to go to one more tight end guy, another guy that we had touchdown in podcast number one. Hopefully we get a clip of it here. Red zone machine, 6'8", Donald Parham Jr. Gerald Everett was out with an injury. Donald Parham looked fantastic. So
Yeah,
did
I mean,
Herbert.
we said it from the last podcast. If Everett's not in and Palmer's not in, which essentially wasn't, he had
Yeah.
three catches,
No,
and he was obviously banged up, and he
yeah,
was just kind of
he was not healthy.
yeah. So we said it, Parham, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Close
He's your
enough.
guy, especially in the red zone. I mean, he's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a. I mean,
He's 6'8".
you're throwing a LeBron James. Just throw it up to him. Let him go
Yeah.
get it.
I think there was one route that stands out. Like a little uh like an out to the right side, but he faked a slant, went to the out route. Um and he was covered, but he's so long, it's almost Megatron like. He's not Megatron, but it's almost Megatron like where you're like you can just throw it outside the window and he's so big he's going to catch it and that's going to benefit a guy that can sling the rock like Herbie can.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm hopefully Herbie's got some weapons coming back. Like that obviously it was nice for them to get a win. They're playing the Bears, so it kind of counts as like half a win.
Yeah, I mean
And I'm sure they're kind of over that right now,
they're
just
so bad.
because how bad the Bears are right now.
Um here we go. Just real quick for Parham, since we touched on him, we're gonna go. 43 snaps out of 69 possible, the most out of all the tight ends for the Chargers. 24 routes run on 5 targets. I mean, with the red zone, it's borderline tight end one, like top 10. We're gonna tight end one as a 10 team league here. Borderline low end
Not if
tight end
Everett's in.
one.
Everett's in,
Right?
right?
No, no,
Yeah.
no. You're right. If Everett's in, he's not. But getting those numbers without Everett, definitely a great streamer play. Joey, anybody that you thinking on a pickup here?
I mean, I don't think you can deny Sam Howell at this point. I think when it's a week in, week out starter, I think it'd be a horrible guy to try to lean on. But if you need somebody, you got somebody on a buy. If you
Yeah.
got Kirk Cousins and
I
they're
mean, Bieniemy's an offensive genius.
yeah, I mean like Sam Howell, like he might throw three interceptions, like four interceptions, like he did against Buffalo. But like I mean, he did against Philly, and I know their
I don't
defense
think
isn't
there's
really
many
this.
better streamer options than him.
Yeah, I mean like Philly obviously hasn't had the defense that they had last year, but I mean he
Yeah.
put up 30 something fantasy points.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
What did he
Patrick
have?
Mahomes put up 5.
Yeah, he had. I know he had a.
Yeah, he had
Well,
32.
we're gonna call it the
He had
flu game for a paycheck.
30.9.
Yeah, I mean 4 touchdowns. I think. He put up some big numbers.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's just a gamer. He's on when I
Yeah,
watch
thirty
him, I
point
see
nine.
Baker.
His arm's better.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
much stronger arm.
yeah, Baker needs a velocity program. I can reach out. Baker, if you need something.
Plyo balls as hard as you can. For the driveline guys that tune in, the giant black ball just sling it as hard as you can. I think that's probably what's
Yeah, I
gonna help
mean,
the
we
most.
have inside information that that's what Aroldis Chapman does.
Yeah.
And
It's
he just
not. He's not a freak
except
or
he throws it
anything.
off the mound
Yeah.
per the source.
Really.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
actually.
I didn't actually know
Yeah.
that. my arm would fall
Well,
off.
this
Oh.
be cool.
Um, we'll figure out how to do that. We're learning as we go. I really hope you guys enjoy the ride because this is actually like we said, it's our second ever podcast. We have no idea what the fuck we're doing.
No,
We just downloaded the software, got these mics yesterday.
his feet don't even touch the ground.
I mean,
No, in our
I had to slouch to make that happen. I was not about to get on for that the whole way, and I knew that that would happen.
yeah. Yeah, I think our new studio that we're in right now, I think we need to update it again. I know we just dropped a bunch of money on these jerseys.
Yeah. Two of them may or may not be from China. But they did a great job. You can't even tell. I bet you guys can't tell. Uh,
They can
the
tell.
field jersey may have to come down soon after this year because unfortunately he is not so great in the NFL. He cannot throw the ball anymore. I don't know how that happens, Joey.
Hey,
How do you
did you see
forget?
him last night though? He looked thick on
He-
the sideline. Shades during a night game,
he-
baller move.
I mean,
You gotta
he
respect it.
may have a helmet on during the games, but I guarantee you when that helmet comes off, the waves are going to be crazy after how
No.
much he had it on last night. That wave cap was doing work. I saw him rapping. But
So clearly unbothered by the fact that the dude taking his place right now doesn't. I mean, obviously doesn't look great, but he looks better than Justin Fields at this point.
yeah, I mean, he
At being
throws
a
balls.
quarterback,
Yeah, he throws balls on time. Fields holds the ball longer than anybody else in the NFL. He's such a freak athlete, though, that
yeah.
he can get away with it sometimes. I mean, he got away with it all day in college because he's just that much better of an athlete. Um,
I
yeah,
think he could be good. I think he just needs a better coach, a better system, somebody that knows what he's doing.
yeah,
I mean, the whole team's a dumpster fire at this point. Like
they're terrible. But you went and got. So here's my take. I'm huge on getting your QB and a wide receiver one. Um,
by giving up the first overall pick.
I mean, they have two next year. They're going to get the first overall pick because the Panthers are that bad. Um, they're
They
gonna have two
they,
top five picks.
they beat the Texans.
Yeah, that was a pretty poor
That
performance
was pretty bad.
out of the Texans.
Yeah.
God, that was bad. 15-13 game. What a terrible NFL game. I mean, I guess that's what you expect. Those are the teams that picked 1 and 2 this last year, so they both are supposed to suck.
It's like
But
watching Iowa play out there. Iowa versus Iowa.
Iowa versus Iowa game. No wonder that that one was not on TV most places. That's a purchase Sunday ticket if you want to watch type of game. Yeah, I'm
And
not.
even they ask, "Are you
Are
sure?"
you yeah, you tune in is like, "You really wanna watch this?" Yeah, now I'm doubting that. Yeah, both those teams, definitely drafting towards the top again this year. But Justin Fields, the Chicago Bears offense, he comes back next week most likely. Boost for DJ Moore? Anybody
Yeah, I mean, I think you still got to play him at this point. Like the dude is so good.
he's a talented freak. Yeah,
How
without a
about that
doubt.
first play of the game last night? First play bombed the
Oh,
Darnell
Mooney.
Mooney,
Yeah, that was Mooney.
and that was his one
Uh
catch of the game.
Yeah, it was. I played him in DFS last night. I got excited after that first one. Like, man, Badgin's real. He did not turn out to be real last night against a porous Chargers defense. One of the worst passing
Yeah, they're awful.
passing defenses in the league. I want to say second worst in the league, but led up the most yards per attempt. It just did not happen last night.
Mm.
Um, they were just baiting Badgin into anything they wanted to. God, let's get back to
Good
waivers.
story though. He's a good story. I hope he pans out. Just
Yeah,
seems like
I
a cool
like him.
dude.
I like him.
I think I'd like to hang out with him.
How about his dad, really quick?
Beast. His dad's a
His
beast.
dad's a monster.
See the clip of his dad arm wrestling a dude on the
No,
sideline.
I wanted to see that. I was almost ready to pull it up right now and take a look at his
Might get
highlights.
some trademark issues with that.
Okay, I'm not gonna pull it up.
'Cause we
Last
have a
thing,
big audience following that are gonna report us. So,
yeah, clearly, I don't even know if anybody's gonna
hey,
watch
mom,
this. Yeah,
I think you're the only one watching.
um, dude. Wait, with our big following, do we have sponsors? Where are our sponsors?
I don't know. If you'd like to sponsor us, reach out. Uh, Josh's phone number is.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, I'm sure all one of our followers will really, really hit me up there. Look at that. Look at all those notifications
What do
I'm
you like?
getting.
I like gambling,
Yeah,
um, football,
Jets Pizza.
food. Food.
Uh,
If anybody wants to, any of those want to sponsor us, I'd be happy to
yeah,
read an
Jets
ad for you.
Pizza. We love you. Um, please sponsor us. I mean, we're professional athletes. We'll find a way to make
Yeah,
it done. Uh, okay, back to the waiver wires. God, we get off on
we need some
tangents
of our
here.
famous friends to get on this
We need it.
podcast.
We need some ADD medication. I don't know about you, but I definitely do.
I'm good.
Okay. Um, dude, where do we go from here? We kind of touched on it last podcast too. Um, the Browns backfield, not. It was weird.
Yeah, I mean, if you started Kareem Hunt, like you lucked out, he got a touchdown, but I think he had 40 yards with what, one catch.
Let me take a look here. What my boy did. I said play Hunt, by the way,
You did say play Hunt, but if he didn't get
in
a
the
chance,
unaired
if he didn't,
podcast.
yeah, if it,
So what? Jerome Ford has an injury.
ankle, right?
Yeah, but he plays. Oh God, wait till you see these snap counts. But he plays, but he didn't really get touches until the fourth quarter. That doesn't make any
That
sense.
doesn't make any sense at all. That's so Browns.
Browns, bro. The dog pound. You guys are just in for it for another year. I mean, maybe a lot of years. If you're still a Browns fan, I guess good for you. You have good
I mean, you might
morals.
as well, at least for this year, pick a different team. Like you just go full on Foster home and just give it a shot. See if you like it.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen to this. So this is the storm that is the Browns backfield now. Kareem Hunt, 27 snaps. Jerome Ford, 26 snaps. Pierre Strong Jr., 24 snaps.
Oh, that's awful.
Uh, my God. Just lucky if you started Kareem Hunt, I guess.
Folks, last week and I quote, and
I don't know if I'm gonna attest to this.
I said avoid the running backfield for the Browns
Yeah,
like the plague.
yeah. All right, that's fair. I did say start Kareem Hunt. You would have lucked out with a touchdown, but that's it. All right, on to the next one. Avoid still avoid it like the plague.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I mean,
it's-
yeah. I mean, until they find out what they want to do back there, I'd avoid it. I mean, hopefully it's Ford. I
yeah,
think he's kind of earned it. Obviously, his stat line isn't anything crazy, but like I think he's getting the job. That offense sucks. So like, what
yeah.
do you expect him to do? It's not Jonathan Taylor back there.
All right, how about this one? Your quarterback needy people, the guys who do not have the top five, six guys who are pretty consistent. Are you picking up Will Levis?
I mean, at this point, like,
His girlfriend dumped him, so I don't know. He's single
well,
now. I
she
think
might be
she
trying to
dumped
get back.
him
Well, rumor has it she cheated on him with Morgan
with
Wallen.
Morgan. I mean,
Is
yeah.
that confirmed? We can go ahead and confirm that.
Yeah, chat, can you confirm that, please? Oh, wait.
It
Um,
is confirmed. Will Levis was cheated on by his girlfriend with Morgan Wallen. That
are
is
we gonna start
confirmed.
the accusation?
I just from my source
We did actually. Okay, to be fair, we heard that.
from his fiance.
Yeah. But she's a big Morgan Wallen fan, so am I.
Big TMZ girl.
Yeah, yeah. She's our inside source. It may not all be true. Uh, but yeah. So single Will Levis looks like a man on a mission.
The dude just launches balls
Yeah.
to DeAndre which I don't know how other quarterbacks don't get this memo. If your guy's bigger and stronger than the other guys,
If you were
if you
the
just
wide
toss it
receiver one.
if you just toss it up,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
so if it's
What?
single coverage, the worst thing most likely the worst thing that's gonna happen is it's just gonna fall incomplete.
Yeah.
I'd take my chance with DeAndre Hopkins
I'm taking
instead.
it all day with D Hop.
Yeah.
Um,
Who else are you gonna throw to?
Traylon Burks. Let,
Yeah.
can I? Let me see what Traylon did in this. So 4 touchdowns on the day for Levis. Um,
We did see also Tannehill, 2 touchdown passes all year.
yeah, to like 6 picks, four
Yeah, how
picks.
much money is he making this year?
Too much. Take the guy on the rookie deal, build up around him. The arm talent is real.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I'm ready to put him in streamer territory yet. Maybe see one more week. But he's good,
Yeah.
dude. 19 to 29, 238, and 4 touchdowns in his first NFL start. Malik Willis hasn't thrown for 200 yards in his whole career,
I'm
probably.
he's gotta be the only guy in Nashville that's not happy about how the game went on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, him and Tanner.
I think Tannehill kind of knows his role. He's what 34. He
Ex wide receiver. Maybe they'll throw him back out there. I mean,
yeah.
God knows they could use some help.
I mean, our camera just turned off.
Was it not recording this whole
It
time?
was. I heard it click.
Okay. I don't know. All right. So we just had technical issues. We have no idea what we're doing, like we said, down here right now.
Hey, Gus, come here, buddy. Come here.
I mean, this is as real as it gets. You're not getting a realer fantasy podcast or just a podcast in general As legit as this.
This is neither of our dog, by the way.
No, it's not. It's
It's
not.
not our dog.
I think he just ran in the house. Um,
It's actually not our dog.
it really isn't. Um, Will Levis, not quite streamer yet. I did want to look at. This is what I want to look at actually. All right, we're back. We're back on track. I wanted to look at what Traylon Burks did. Did he play though? I don't know if he played.
I don't know. I feel like he's always injured at this point.
Yeah, he did play. Um, 35 snaps out of 68.
Not good.
Terrible. Actually, the whole offense is fucking. Uh, the only one you can play is Hopkins because his talent is just more than everybody else. 17 routes on 31 pass plays and 2 targets for Traylon Burks. Joey traded AJ Brown for this guy.
Yeah, so they got finessed for sure.
Uh-huh.
And then the Titans had the audacity to try to make another trade with them, and so I'm sure they're gonna get finessed again.
What do you mean they tried to make another trade
They
with him?
got Terrell Edmonds. Is that his name?
He was a okay. That one I don't know off the top of my head. You might be right.
We got sent to the Titans. I'm just assuming that the Eagles
Are
just
you
know more than everybody.
are you enjoying your time over there?
Yeah, I mean, like
The
that,
Eagles
this is
definitely
what
know.
happens when I don't. He just
Yeah.
stares at me and paws me.
Um. All right. We have a dog. He may now be the podcast dog.
This is Gus,
Yeah, that is Gus. They always say if you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, don't say anything at all.
but we
Uh,
still do.
we still do. But I'm gonna take that option with Gus right now. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, we can't get canceled already.
Yes. But I do love dogs. Just Gus wouldn't be my favorite. Um, okay.
I don't discriminate against dogs,
Yeah.
so
That's
I'm
my
a better
only
person
take.
than you.
Interesting one here. Some guy who had been picked up previously due to an injury and looks to be taking over the backfield. Chuba Hubbard in Carolina, but he looks promising.
Yeah, I mean, last week he did well as well. Whenever he had the whole backfield to himself.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
He got a touchdown again this week, I think.
Yeah, I think Miles Sanders. Like, I think it's just time to kind of move on. I think he's kind of in the twilight of his career at this point. That's what it looks like.
I mean, he's not. He's young.
Yeah, he's young, but like he's still running back. He was the bell cow
I don't even think he
for the
was good in
Eagles.
Philly. I think that offense was just good and made him look better.
Yeah, that could be the case. But yeah, I think it's time to kind of move on from him. Uh, I know statistically he's not a guy you put on waivers, but he's not going to get any better. This offense is pretty.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, you probably can't drop Sanders. You got to hold him. Um, Maybe you can. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want snaps?
I think I'm ready for it.
I don't know if you can handle this.
Buckle up, folks.
Chuba Hubbard, 45 snaps out of 67. Miles Sanders had the other 12, or had 12, not the other 12. That was absolute terrible math by me. 21 routes run for Chuba to 10 to Miles Sanders, 2 targets for Chuba to 0 for Miles, and 15 carries to 2 carries.
Breaking news again. We have a new lead back in Carolina.
We absolutely have a new lead back in Carolina. I mean, if it stays, you drop Miles Sanders. I mean, the offense isn't good enough for handcuffs to be valuable.
Yeah, it's like picking up a third string running back for Cleveland.
Shout out Pierre Sprung. Um,
They're all third string running
oh,
backs.
yeah. I mean,
Is what at best is a backup running back.
yeah. Well,
Like
that's where
not
he was at the beginning of the year.
I don't know.
But you have
And
Nick
that's
Chubb.
where he should be.
RIP Nick Chubb owners. You're probably not doing great this year. Um, Anybody else on the top of your head? Waiver wire pickups. Waiver wire pickups.
There's no Minshew. Uh,
Nah. I mean, Minshew's definitely not worth it. Um, I wanted to. Okay, maybe not a waiver wire pickup here. I got to be on the lookout on the waiver at least. Back from injury this week. Uh, from the backup role, taking the 2-minute drill in Seattle. Zach Charbonnet, talented back. They drafted him this year. Weird pick after Kenneth Walker's such a successful rookie season. Great runner, Kenneth Walker. But an injury coming into the week, Zach Charbonnet got more touches than usual.
yeah, I mean, I think that offense is just pretty solid overall. Like
Great
they're
offense.
obviously I wouldn't say they're a
Okay,
great
very
offense.
good
They're good
offense.
offense. They're very good offense.
Yeah, I take it back.
I think Gino.
It's right Gino off, bro.
I like Gino.
You gonna
I,
write him
I
off?
I I definitely disagree with him being the comeback player of the year. Like it's tough to be a comeback player of the year just because you sucked.
Maybe he didn't.
No, but he did. That he's winning comeback player of the year, and it's like guys like Alex Smith who just almost died, came back and played. This dude's
Bro,
getting the award just because he sucked for the first 5 years of his career.
terrible take.
What was a terrible take?
Uh,
Then
he's
somebody like,
absolutely deserved it.
no, you don't deserve it just because you sucked.
That's what comeback
No,
is.
you come back from an injury.
That's not the definition of. You may have to turn the audio down a little bit on that one. Sometimes his takes just fire me up. Uh, he absolutely deserved comeback player of the year. Uh, that's what it is. Like if you have a down year and you come back,
He didn't have a down year. He had a down career.
right, and he's back. You wrote him off
I wouldn't
just
say
like the rest of
you
them,
can't be back if you're never there.
bro. That's he was there all along.
Yeah, on the fucking bench.
Yeah, and now he's nasty. How does that happen though? How do you just figure it out?
I don't know, but I need to give him a call and see how I can figure my career out.
Yeah. I I gave up on that. But good for you. Uh,
Current free agent. If any teams are out there watching, planning on throwing in December, come check me out.
there you go.
Yeah, little shameless plug.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, you are the secondary host of this podcast.
I am the primary host of this podcast. He is the Robin to my Batman.
Oh, you're gonna
He,
take my
he is he
quotes.
is my head producer though, so I will give him that.
No.
Still producing. I'm the one holding the microphone. I had to set.
Yeah, he did. I didn't know how to do. The tools is not my thing.
I'm the face and the talent. He is the brains of the production.
The face. We may have a poll on that later on. For all you gentlemen out there.
Which one of us is better to look at,
Yes.
boys?
All right. What do you want to move to here? Can we look at tonight's game a little bit? Do you want to do that?
No,
Maybe.
no, because then by the time it's
Yeah.
they're not going to see it. They're going to see it after.
Wait, that's actually a fantastic point.
Yeah. Hot take from me.
What?
I was right. You're wrong.
Yeah.
I got to
Well,
let you know because
one,
you
one,
always let me know when I'm wrong.
one in a million. All right. I think I want. Oh, wait. One more. Sunday night game. Palmer clearly is not healthy. We touched on that. Quentin Johnson. Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, we were talking a little bit last night about it. Quentin Johnson. I last week on the pod, I will say, I said avoid Quentin Johnson. I didn't see any chemistry between the two of them. Every time I see Quentin Johnson get a target, he's not even touching the ball.
yeah.
I think he topped out at 3 targets on the year until last night.
I don't know that off the top of my head. We can
It
look.
I think we checked last time, but
Oh.
anyway, it looked like they were kind of gelling during that 2 minute drill before halftime.
Um.
Just
Yeah.
get they just new philosophy instead of having them just run deep without chemistry. Just get him the ball, let him make plays. He
Uh.
he got stopped at the goal or at not at the
The goal line.
no
Not the goal line. I don't know.
line
But
of scrimmage
oh
and basically got stopped there by a defender and still I think got a first down on it. It just
yeah.
made moves.
I mean, freak athlete. They
Yeah,
said it last
I
night.
mean he's a first round wide receiver at the end of the day.
But here's what I don't get. I didn't know this actually, and they touched on it last night during the game. He played on only one side of the ball at TCU.
Really?
Yeah. So he only knows how to run route. Right. So it went the wide receiver one in the draft went Smith and Jigba, definitely the most
Yeah,
polished.
yeah.
Then Quentin Johnson, then Zay Flowers. This is all back to back to back to back. Then Zay Flowers, then Jordan Addison,
Wow. Where's Jordan Addison from?
USC. From Pitt with Kenny Pickett, transferred over to USC to play with Caleb.
Wow.
Was
Good
supposed
for
to,
him.
yeah, was supposed to be the Bletnikoff guy preseason. That was his award.
Mhm.
So obviously you can sell in the NFL, super talented guy. Um,
That's Quentin Johnson number 2 is
yeah, hot take.
I mean, how did no team think, "Hey, this might be a problem." He's only ever run from right to left.
Yeah, so that's what they were saying. Like they have to teach him how to run routes.
Yeah,
So,
that's wild.
but freak athlete
Yeah,
looking to,
huge, huge.
yeah, monster. Well, I think that's why look at the Chargers receivers; they're all huge.
Yeah,
Palmer being the smallest guy.
he's what 6'3".
Yeah, he's still tall. Um,
I just made that up. I don't know if he is.
uh, well, we're usually right when we guess on this podcast. You're gonna find
It's
out.
actually pretty ridiculous how right
Um,
we are.
but in this case, close. No cigar. 6'1", but 210. Huge.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay. Flies as well. 24. He's young.
Yeah, he's young.
Um,
Good hands.
great.
Good hands.
Okay. Quentin Johnson though. Um,
Bad hands.
yeah. I want to touch on this though. If that is if that's the case, and he's starting to learn to run routes on both sides, does that make his upside just crazy in that
I
offense?
don't think it's crazy, but like he could definitely have a game where he pops off for 4 catches and
Yeah, being that
135
yeah,
yards.
being the athlete that he is,
Yeah.
like if they polish him up, like obviously that's their plan.
Yeah.
Can that happen within a year though? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think in an offense with Keenan Allen and I think honestly, I think almost having Josh Palmer out there could help him just draw attention away from him because
Yeah,
he's one of those guys. Like I see him almost as like a Jameson Williams. I like Jameson Williams a little bit more at this point,
yeah.
but just from like sheer
For
skills.
sure, do. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but like he just seems like one of those guys that he's just kind of there until he's there,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden it's a bomb and he's got 3 yards of separation, 60 yards down the field, and he hopefully catches it
yeah.
and gets a
Yeah.
touchdown.
You never know with him.
Nice little
It depends what side of the field he's on.
one catch for 12.5 points.
Who?
I mean, that's just
Oh,
typical stat line for those types of guys.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe an increased chemistry here. Let me just spit this out really quick, and then we'll get on to the next thing. Um, but Johnson, 22% target share or target rate.
Mhm.
So targets to routes run, compared to single digits the last couple weeks. Maybe chemistry brewing in
Sure,
LA.
Everett being out and Josh
Yeah,
Palmer being banged up.
definitely helped his case. Got an increase in snaps. Nothing crazy or nothing crazy on an increase. Maybe because they were blowing him out. But definitely looked like he was more involved than usual.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Um, On to the next thing. Joey, what do you want to get into here?
Ideally some food because I'm starving.
Yeah, we know.
Hey,
When are you not?
after I eat.
Well, that's still a debate. Dude, I offered you food earlier. You didn't want any.
I know your food's gross.
That's fair.
Uh oh, here we go. My genius move of the week. I was attempting to trade George Kittle at the beginning of the week,
Oh,
and it was Thursday afternoon. I switched George Kittle over Kincaid to my starting lineup, just because I texted somebody asking if he wanted him. Still has not gotten back to me. Those that listened to the first episode,
is
which is
this
nobody.
is this the Ashland guy?
This is
Or no?
yes, this is
It is.
I think it might be Chris Slavic.
We're gonna name drop him.
Yeah. Sorry, no, Red. His name is Pound Town Red's Rocket, is his fantasy name,
Really?
located out of Ashland, Ohio. Um, Good
Okay.
baseball player, by the way.
Well, that's good, I
Yeah.
guess, but apparently not so great
He
fantasy.
also just horrible at getting back to you. He
Yeah.
did get married, this weekend, so,
Uh, okay, maybe cut him some slack.
yeah, so obviously gotta cut him a little bit of slack, but, he can still
She's
a
probably got him by the balls right now,
little bit.
literally and figuratively. Hopefully for him.
No, so accidentally started George Kittle. Didn't realize that I had Kincaid on the bench until after the touchdown.
Uh, Me as well.
But then I realized that it was my subconscious doing a big brain move, and they knew George Kittle was going to go 9 catches for 149 yards.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, you knew.
I subconsciously my big brain knew.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Monkey brain consciousness did not
Um,
know.
Great day out of. I mean,
Yeah,
okay, for sure. Tight ends in general.
yeah.
I mean,
Out of nowhere.
yeah, and they
It
all
was
suck usually.
yeah. Well, this year
Yeah,
it's just been
the last few years.
Kelsey,
Okay, you're gonna name drop.
Mark Andrews,
Then
T.J.
there's
Hawkinson.
like two or three guys.
Zach Ertz is usually pretty solid.
Yeah, back when he was in Philadelphia.
All right, fine. Goddard,
Yeah, I had him last year.
he's solid this year. He
Yeah,
just took my chest last week in fantasy.
yeah, but then comes back with five. The tight end position just
Sam Laporta,
he's great.
yeah,
It's just a valuable position. I mean, valuable position in Detroit, the tight end
he's
spot.
one of those guys. Like it's so hard to draft Travis Kelsey in the first round, but then once week 9 comes around, you would do anything to have him on your team.
The positional value is just my God. This mic is just all in my grill. Um, the positional value is just insane.
Yeah,
Like I can go pick up. We talked about this guy last week too. I can go pick up Josh Downs and be happy with him at my flex or wide
Yeah.
receiver two spot for that matter if I need to.
Yeah, he's on my roster at wide receiver 3, even though he had the top
But
points. I'd Cooper Cup, shout out to Cooper Cup laying
yeah,
another egg. Thanks for that.
what's up with that?
I mean, he had 10 targets, but 4 catches on 21 yards. I'm interested to see the depth of his routes on an average.
Um, you don't have to give me a second there on that. I can get that. Um, I wish you would asked me that yesterday so I could have had this ready for you to rip off. But I'll get to that. In general, though, like I said, that positional value at tight end is just way too valuable because I'd rather go play Josh Downs or somebody along that nature that I can just scoop off of waivers. Even your boy Michael Gallup, I would have taken the fat L on this weekend, but
Mhm.
I'm more comfortable playing a guy like that than I am going to pick up a guy like Jonnu Smith
Oh
or
yeah.
Hunter Henry or Luke Musgrave, or I'm just ripping some names off here. Tagozie Makonkwo, like I don't want to play them.
Yeah, I don't think there should really be any. I don't think besides McBride at this point, I don't think any of them should really be priority when it comes to picking them up off waivers. I like Mayer a little bit. I
Yeah, I
like his
mean, there's
upside.
upside there.
Yeah, because they just refuse to throw Devontae, which is just horrendous at this point.
Yeah,
I think he might go off tonight.
Jimmy G's back, right?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything.
People love Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean he's good. Shows that Belichick doesn't know what to do with a decent wide receiver. He can only make something out of shit wide receivers
yeah,
or Randy Moss.
I mean, what do you? Anybody can make shit with Randy Moss. Um,
I didn't
Rant?
realize this dog is still down here.
Is he really?
Yeah, he was just laying on my foot.
All right. Well, I guess he's just chilling with us the rest of the day. I don't think you can see him in the video. Um, Rand, Rand, West Virginia, unincorporated with the state, where Randy Moss is from. No rules.
No rules.
There's
Wild
actually
West.
not.
Wild West.
It's unincorporated
Really?
with West Virginia. So thing. Yeah. Don't go there.
Well, I
Um,
think I found the first ever live location for our podcast.
Rand.
Rand, West Virginia.
Yeah, running for our
We're coming.
lives. Yeah, I'm sure they'll love to see us in there. They'll see one microphone and rip it out of our hands, I would assume. But boy, would that be entertaining for y'all. Um, okay, so we got through waiver wire. Um, Joey, what else?
I guess we could talk a little bit about Matthew Stafford and what that means for this offense.
But I think
Came out.
yeah, but they were down. They were getting
So, well,
smoked.
I guess the question is, so we think it's his thumb. It probably popped out
Yeah, he's gonna be fine.
because he came back in the game. I'm assuming he just popped it out again. I guess they're getting blown out.
Yeah, they're getting
So I
smoked.
guess the only thing to watch for is structural damage.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, no, well,
That guy does.
you can't just play through a ligament tear if you can't pull
Yeah, he's
another
a psycho,
football.
bro. He's nuts.
No, I know he's a psycho, but like you can't just if
No,
he's not medically cleared.
no,
All right, sorry, Dad.
no. He's Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I know. He's also 85 years old.
Yeah, and he slings a rock better than anybody.
He's got a
No,
UCL than both of us.
well, I'd say that's only because we had ours fixed. Yeah, my God. Um, I actually don't know where to go. Betting? You want to touch on that?
I haven't looked at any lines.
I'll hold it off. Um, Let me pull it up. We're at 40 something minutes, by the way.
Yeah, I think we could probably end it whenever.
You want to just wrap it up? Did we even get to anything?
No, but I think that's good. Talk about waivers. Oh, trade targets? We got any trade targets?
Oh, okay. What? Let's just run
Hey,
through this quick.
what about my boy Ridley? Took
Can
off the
we?
gloves and learned how to catch.
Okay. We're
Rain game, decided to learn how to catch. What the fuck is going on there?
against a good Steelers defense.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's just looked at his wide receiver 3 now, so they're just not paying attention to it. But I think the fact that when he's in sunny Florida and he's more
Bro,
than 5 yards down the field, he can't catch the ball. I know he hasn't had a drop and whatever. If you watch the game, he drops it.
no, he sucks
And
at that.
it was piss and rain in Pittsburgh last night or
I
yesterday
was
evening,
under
and
the impression before that the rain helped the gloves, but I guess I'm wrong.
you're 100% wrong. Yeah, I thought that was
Well, that's a
common
rare
knowledge.
occasion, isn't it?
And
Um,
not as rare as you think.
so great numbers here for your boy. We put him as a hold last week.
Yeah, just because there was just no value for him. at this
Yeah.
point. Like, what were you going to get for? Like, I
No, it
think
wasn't worth
his trade value is Josh Downs.
it wasn't worth it for the talent that he has.
Correct, correct. In the offense moves. I think there's still days ahead where he puts up a 27 bomb, but I think there's more days that it's 7 or below.
Yeah, I'd agree. Um, but listen to this. You'll enjoy this. 61 snaps for Calvin Ridley out of 71 total. 33 routes run, most both of these most on the team for wideouts. 33 routes run out of 37 pass plays, and 11 targets led the team out of 32 attempts. Uh, Next highest, Evan Ingram at 10. He's the short guy, the low A dot, low
Yeah,
averages at the target.
last I saw it was like he had like 6 catches for like 20 yards.
10 for 88 at the end of the day with a fumble, so 16.8 on the day. Great fantasy week. A guy,
Great fantasy play. I'm big on him. I think if you can, go get him. If he's playing on somebody's bench that has, 2 decent tight ends, I go
yeah.
try to get him.
I mean, I said this. I touched on it. When did we talk to last Saturday, Friday, Thursday,
Friday.
whatever. Friday. Yes, bro.
Dude, Gus is just staring at himself in the mirror right now, or in the, oh, now he's scared.
There
Alright,
you
see you,
go,
Gus
buddy.
Bus.
All right, buddy. See you later. Um, I have Evan Ingram in one league. He was tight end 6 coming in. I was on the debate of him or Kincaid. I ended up going Ingram because I'm just like he's been too consistent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think going forward, you can lock
No
in
touchdowns
Kincaid.
though
I
on the year.
Dude, that's the thing is, like,
Kincaid's gonna get you tutties.
Kincaid is definitely gonna get you tutties, especially with the I mean, no knocks anymore, but, there's just so many weapons on that Jacksonville
Yeah,
team. Like, everybody can score, and it's only ETN that scores.
yeah.
So
For you ETN guys, I mean, just listen to this. Remember Tank Bigsby was like a guy to get before, like really early in the year after he snaked a touchdown, maybe two on the goal
I think
line.
everybody just liked the name.
Yeah, I mean, he's not in the competition with ETN. All you guys that got ETN in the third and fourth, I mean, you have to be in the race because that guy. I mean, he's got arguably like RB1 upside on the year, like the number one overall guy. Obviously, McCaffrey is him right now, but ETN can put him make a run for his money there. 63 snaps out of 71, only 6 for Dig or Bigsby, and 3 for the third string Dearness Johnson. I mean, just dominating the backfield, and you love
I
to see
can't
it.
imagine those were other like those situations where they came in were other than uh ETN taking a long pass down the sideline like he did, or
Oh yeah, he
pretty
was.
straight runs. Like,
Wait, this is the other thing. They only have snaps because he left the game.
yeah,
Really,
yeah,
I
exactly.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, he's too tired because he keeps getting the ball and getting too many yards, so he needs a break.
Yeah, his ankle was a little beat up there, but he leaves the game. I get him a notification. This is good. I get a notification. He's got like 6.9 points. Nice. Um, and he's like questionable return of the game with an ankle injury. I'm like, gotta be kidding me. Didn't and all of a sudden, like I look back and he's running 50 yards down the sideline for a touchdown. I'm like, this guy's awesome. ETN, I love you. Keep doing your thing. Yeah. So really, ETN and Ingram great in that offense. Trevor Lawrence just okay. Not as great as people expected to start
Oh,
the year.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Deontay Foreman. What
dude,
are we doing with him?
can I pull that up? Because I really wanted to know this. I don't know it off the top
He
of
had
my head.
34 yards. He had so it would be one catch for 2 yards and 34 yards on the ground.
Super
Did
injury.
not
So
get the touchdown on the ground. I think it
yeah,
was a
the
bird.
string got it. Let me see.
Well, they're all third strings. They're
Look
all
at
like fourth and fifth strings.
okay. Well, they drafted Roshan Johnson because that's the guy I wanted to touch on.
I real quick, I saw something with Roshan Johnson
It's
that I
funny
don't
you
think
said that because I was literally just about to bring up Roshan.
it's crazy that you just keep cutting me off when I'm trying to talk. But Roshan Johnson, he had a fourth and one, fourth and two, and they ran it, and he pulled a post prime Le'Veon Bell move and was just dancing in the backfield instead of just bursting it through the hole,
Fourth
and,
and one.
and Joey Bosa just ripped him down.
Yeah,
And he even tried to do the whole get up and threw his arms up like he was pissed about the spot. Wasn't even close.
run through that.
Just go.
I thought the
I
same
know it
thing.
wasn't there. Like, look at, and I know I'm not a NFL running back, but like, fourth and one, you got to have some situational awareness. You're not looking to break something.
Yeah.
You're just the goddamn yard.
No, for sure. What were you doing there? Ah, I genuinely think, like, I was looking at it, like, looking back at it, I genuinely think, like, if you just run through that hole, like, you're not getting stopped. Our w- we
Once
have
again, folks.
we have video, and I don't know if that's coming out today. Um, we can do our best for that. Our camera shut off again. Our light turned off.
I think
Uh,
this is a good stopping point.
yeah, I actually want to do one super fun thing with you really quick. I want to. We're gonna touch betting. I know you haven't looked at a single line.
I haven't looked at one line.
We're gonna rapid fire. We're just coming up with this
All
off
right.
the top of my head. Yeah. So this is just camera's dead. Our light
Our light
died.
died.
So it's probably good. Joey wouldn't look as pretty. He would definitely lose the poll in this lighting. I can tell you
Mm. Well, you're sitting underneath the light, so
that. Well,
the
you know,
boys would love me.
the boy, the boys would upvote you all the way.
Boys, yeah,
All right, all right. As long as the moms upvote me, I'll be happy.
yeah. I'm in it for the boys.
Okay. All right. NFL odds. This is gonna be just. I just came over the top of my head. He hasn't looked at a single line. Joey hasn't looked at a single line.
And we're going rapid fire with this.
We're just gonna rapid fire. Like,
All right.
don't even think.
Don't even think. Oh, that's my
Uh,
specialty.
yeah, yeah, we know. Okay.
Hey, you know.
So we're not gonna touch on tonight's game because you guys will not see this by then. All right, we're gonna start with the Thursday night game, and then
I
we'll
also
just
don't
go.
even know who's playing when, who's on prime. I haven't. I'm still trying to get
Do
over
you
the
want
fact
to
that I
know
took
that, or do,
just
do you want me to just rip the lines?
no, just rip the line.
Spread only here.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Titans, Steelers. I should go. What teams at minus?
Yeah.
Okay. Titans, Steelers. Steelers minus 3
Well,
at home.
uh,
Steelers at home.
I think I'd take the Steelers at this point. I
Yes.
think Will Levis coming
No, no,
into.
no, 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 no. Rapid fire.
All right. Sorry, Dad.
Just give me an answer,
Steelers -3.
and we're gonna track these.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna see. We're gonna come back next week, and okay. On to the next one. Dolphins, Chiefs. Chiefs minus 2.5 at home.
I think the Chiefs have bounce back game.
Chiefs minus 2.5.
Yeah.
Okay. Cardinals, Browns. Browns minus 7 at home.
Taking Cardinals.
Cardinals plus 7.
Yeah.
Seahawks,
Still got
Ravens.
another week of Josh Downs.
Yeah, is
Just
that
came out.
true?
Yeah, just came out.
Okay. Seahawks, Ravens. Ravens minus 5.5 at home.
I think you got to take the Ravens at
Yeah,
home.
I agree. Under a touchdown
It's a
there.
lot of points though.
It is actually the Seahawks are pretty good and defense is good. That's a tough line. On the next one, Vikings, Falcons. Falcons minus 5 at home.
I'm gonna take the Vikings on this one. I don't think.
Which Jaron Hall
Yeah, I know. Do you know who the quarterback is for the Falcons?
is Ritter hurt?
It's either concussed Ritter. Well, Arthur Smith came out and said the reason that he got clear from concussion protocol, and
Then didn't play.
he said what?
Then didn't play the rest of the
And then
game.
he said he just wasn't looking right. Well, he got cleared. He's your quarterback.
Gotta love those doctors on the sideline. Just get them back in the game. Here we go. All right. On to the next one. Bears, Saints minus 7 at home.
Saints at home.
Saints at home minus 7.
I think a bounce back game for the Bears.
Really?
I do.
I think
Oh,
Justin.
is Justin playing?
I think Justin plays.
Then no, I'm going with the Saints.
So you're saying
I can't imagine
wait, wait,
this
wait.
make
You're saying Badgen is the better quarterback?
winning football games. Yes,
Wow. Okay.
but I can't imagine
Are you gonna rip down my Justin Fields jersey?
I can't imagine Justin Fields is going to get better after having sustaining a thumb injury
Is it the
and then
throwing center?
taking
Yeah,
yeah
it is. Yeah, it
yeah
is. It is.
taking 2 weeks off. I can't imagine he's going to be better.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but a wild take actually. I don't, I don't hate it though. On to the next, Commanders, Patriots. Patriots minus 3 at home.
Commanders. I think I'm on the Sam Howell train. I know he's inconsistent, but
Yeah, no, for sure.
man, he's been looking good sometimes.
Yeah, I agree 1,000,000%. Rams, Packers. Packers minus 3 at home. You touched on the
Oh god,
Stafford injury. Yeah, I don't know.
Stafford plays. I'm taking the Rams.
Yeah, with that, I mean,
Easy,
why are
easy.
they dogs?
Because they're honestly not good.
Jordan
They,
Love's not the answer in Green Bay. That's my take, Joey. Real quick,
I
yes or
think
no?
that's everybody's take at
Yeah,
this point.
okay. Has to be. Buccaneers, Texans.
Even
Texans.
Dan Orlovsky, I had ESPN on this morning, and he never. He is the biggest.
I don't think Dan has any room to anybody playing quarterback in the NFL. Do
I
we
don't
need to
know.
run the clip?
No, but I mean, I think you can respect the opinion of somebody that has but 13 years in the league as a backup. He's there for a reason.
Yeah, as a
He
backup,
knows what he's talking about, and yeah. Anyway, we can move on.
Dan Orlovsky. Hot takes. Buccaneers, Texans. This is interesting. Like Buccaneers, Texans. Texans at home minus 2.5.
Ooh,
Texans favorites.
taking the Bucks. I think.
Yeah,
I know.
great defense.
Yeah, and like we talked about it on the first pod. I think Rashad White could be the focal point of this offense if they can just get him some space.
Yeah, that
He's
oh,
so shifty. He just that O line just gets crumbled.
it's pretty beat up. Yeah. Uh,
Doesn't even matter if they're beat up. They just get crushed.
yeah, I mean, it's typically a good offensive line. Injuries have, especially you lose Ryan Jensen at the preseason, and that really hurt the center. He's kind of the heart and soul of that line. Um, on the next, wait, so who are you taking?
Bucks.
Okay,
Bucks. What is it? 2.5.
Bucks plus two and a
Yeah,
half on the road.
I'll take the Bucks.
Um, Colts Panthers, Panthers plus three at home. The first home dog, I think, right?
Taking the Colts. I like the Colts.
Yeah. Panthers suck. Yeah, I think that's the right play.
It's gonna be interesting though.
Wow,
Bad offense versus bad defense, and good offense versus good defense.
only one home dog on this slate so far, and looks like only one the rest of the way. Um, Cowboys, Eagles, Eagles minus three at home.
Yeah,
That's a game.
it's a game, but I can't see the Cowboys win that. I don't.
I think that chokes. I don't.
I think Jalen Carter just blows up that backfield.
He left the game,
What's he got right now?
back injury.
Oh,
But I would assume he's back. I don't think it was anything
yeah,
serious.
I'm still going Eagles. I think they're a wagon. I mean,
Yeah,
I know they've kind of
at
look. It
home.
looks like they've underperformed. They're what 8-1, 7-1.
Yeah, 7-1. I don't think they've. I mean, they underperformed early in the year. They didn't look great, but they have been a machine
They just
lately.
win. They just win.
Yeah, they do. Giants, Raiders, Raiders minus three at home. Terrible game.
NFL put it on prime time.
Yeah, right. 425 game. Not even available on Sunday ticket.
Oh God, Tyrod's in the hospital. I'm going Raiders.
Yeah, Tommy DeVito versus Jimmy Garoppolo.
They had -9 passing yards on the day, yesterday.
I didn't know
It was
that.
the lowest since 2000.
How are they?
How do you have minus?
That, that leaves me for a loss of words. Having -9 passing
Because
yards.
Zach Wilson's a dog.
BYU quarterbacks all the way. Jaron Hall, the next great
Hey,
BYU quarterback.
what if? What if he just completely goes balls to the wall and just
Jaron Hall.
yeah, just shows out
I
and
mean,
just makes Zach Wilson look bad?
good for him.
I can see that happening. I feel like that's a good NFL script that they'd write.
You think they wrote that up?
I
I
think they
don't think they
will.
like the Vikings. The Vikings fucking suck,
No, they
honestly.
don't. Well, obviously they tore Kirk Cousins'
Yeah.
Achilles. I
Um,
like Kirk.
Everybody loves Kirk. I
He
don't
just
think he's the best, but he's good.
no. I mean, I'm just saying as a person, he just seems like a
Yeah.
nice guy.
No, I mean, yeah, for sure. Bill, you throw me off track here. This is a primetime game.
Mhm.
Um, one that's going to hit home to a lot of people. Bills, Bengals,
Oh
Bengals
yeah,
at home. The last time these two teams played together, obviously, Delmar Hamlin. Thank God that he is doing well. But another thing, Bengals minus three at home. Who you taking?
easy. Bengals,
Easy.
easy. Bills aren't playing good football at this point. Bengals are playing looks great. That's right.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that offense looks great. They're spreading the ball out a little bit more, but I'm more of a fan. Obviously, it's not good for fantasy, but when you're spreading the ball out,
Yeah.
you got options.
God, that's a tough game. Uh, bro- Dude, I don't know. The
I think
Bengals do look
Hendrickson
better.
gets in that backfield, blows it up.
Yeah, he's great. That's a tough one. So you got Bengals minus three.
Yeah, I got Bengals.
Okay. Monday night game, Chargers, Jets, Jets at home, plus three. Second,
Jets
only
are
two home
plus.
dogs.
I
It's a,
I, I think you got to go Chargers. I think they're going to keep rolling.
yeah.
That offense is so good, and the Jets offense is so bad.
It's terrible.
It's just another one of those. See, those are. I feel like those are tough games to pick with good offense versus good defense, and bad offense versus bad defense on the other side of the ball.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
tough to predict. I think the Chargers sneak it out though.
I'd have to agree.
They didn't look horrible last night.
I think that's a weather game potentially. That could affect that game.
Good.
Chargers can't run the ball, so you maybe get the bad Meadowland weather.
I actually
And
took Josh Kelly on yards yesterday, rushing yards yesterday.
how did that work out for you?
Didn't hit, but I stand
Wow,
by it
what a surprise!
because he is so much better as a backup, as I learned the hard way in fantasy football this year.
What's up? He
Dude,
is.
when there's no pressure, we gotta get him some Lexapro. Is
Uh,
when he's the lead back.
is that anxiety medication?
Yes, it is.
Oh, look at me. Yeah, I'd definitely take the Chargers there though. That seems way too close. But those
I want the Jets. I just want Aaron Rodgers.
they keep, dude, he's moving well.
Dude, all right. I was watching the video of him slaying on the football. His hips firing,
Yeah,
firing.
I mean,
Good lead leg block out of that
that
left
would be a
leg,
record.
dude.
I mean, he did the new surgery.
I know, but just mechanically,
Yeah, he's great.
god damn.
I mean, you know,
I was literally thinking, I was like, man, I bet he could sling a baseball.
I will put this. I'm not saying he's not the goat, but he is the most talented quarterback to ever play football.
I'd say he's the most talented at throwing a football
Yeah,
to ever play.
yeah,
In my very limited years of watching football in the grand scheme of the NFL.
yeah.
Um,
Um, so we're gonna track those for Joey, see how he does. As the weeks go, we're gonna bring in some special guests, some people who actually know betting. Um,
in my defense, I had no prior knowledge
no,
that we were going to do this.
absolutely none. I don't know why you keep looking at the camera. It's getting dead.
It is that I do keep just for the folks at home listening, or folks at home listening. I do keep looking at you. Try to give you some
Who cares
attention, but
about you?
I care about you. Josh doesn't, but I do.
Um, Listen, second ever crossover athlete insights podcast. Um, we're happy you're here with us. We're gonna keep growing. Uh, Anything else you want to add, Joey?
See y'all on Saturdays. We're going to be posting a
Tuesday, Saturday.
Tuesday, Saturday. Saturday is more of a based off the injury reports, waiver wire pickups of
Start
guys that could kind
sits.
of help you out.
Yeah.
If, for instance, the Everett situation where we gave the lock of
Dude,
Parham, whatever the fuck his
we
name is.
had okay. I just want to touch on this really
We
quick,
crushed
guys.
it. We crushed it.
If that podcast would have been posted, we all over Parham, all over McBride. Great week for the tight ends in general. Josh Downs had a very solid week. I think he ended with
He
what,
did well. He
14.9?
was yeah, he's a top wide receiver.
7 for
He just didn't get
79, I want to say off the top of my head.
he just didn't get the touchdown.
No, but great. 14.9?
Yeah. I think it was like 12. Oh no, it was 14.3.
I'm
14.2.
going to stat
Yeah.
check myself here really quick,
14.2
guys.
because Ridley got
I
14.3.
have to know now. Josh Downs, 14.2. Wait to go on that one, Joey. Dude, we're always lights out.
Always.
Come back for the next podcast on Saturday and come back weekly, Tuesday, Saturday. Crossover Athlete Insights.
Check us out
Where
on Instagram,
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We are on all the platforms,
Spotify.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts, of course, your two main podcast source for listening here. But second ever crossover athlete insights podcast. Thank you for being here. I am your host, Joshua
Shut
Shapiro,
the fuck
alongside
up.
Joey Murray,
Co-host.
co-host, and thank you for tuning in.